Retail is a very important part of Clark Pacific's business. We've done a great deal of it over the years. Precast is a wonderful fit for it. We've done IKEA's, Vaughn's, Target, Mace Ridge, and Westfield. One of the projects we just finished is Broadway Plaza. It's two large parking structures in Walnut Creek, part of a large shopping center that includes Macy's and Nordstrom.
Broadway Plaza is a property that's approximately 60 years old. We've owned it for quite a period of time, and it was due for a redevelopment. And part of that redevelopment was demolishing the existing one-level garages that were well beyond their useful life and constructing 2 new garages in 2 separate phases over 2 separate years that were multi-level and would serve the parking ratio that was necessary to serve the new redevelopment.
The 700 stalls plus retail that we did in the first year, and then in the second year we did Building D, which is 1,800 stalls. The schedules on both were extremely critical.
Basically, the building in a retail setting has to pretty much start at the beginning of the year after the rush for the holiday shopping season, and has to be pretty much completed by November when the next shopping season starts.
We had determined early on through a prior RFP that Cast in Place just couldn't serve that schedule. So precast worked within our compressed time frame, plus it allowed us to construct the components of the garage while we were simultaneously preparing the site for the new construction, which is different from Cast in Place. The RFP that we put out, we selected 3 primary precast companies in Northern California. And Clark Pacific, their presentation was by far the best. It was the most efficient. They came prepared with models, with renderings. They had engineers at the table. The conversation with Clark Pacific was very easy, and it was very easy to understand what they were proposing as part of the solution.
There wasn't even a general contractor that was brought in at that time. So we had to assist the design team with the design and the delivery. We even put together schedules as well as logistical approach to the site and the building and the construction.
We're a retail center. The center is operating while the construction is ongoing. So continuing to drive customer traffic to the stores that were remaining to be open was an extremely important part of the project.
It's bordered by retail stores on 2 sides effectively and streets on the other 2 sides. So the laydown was very, very tight on the project. Bringing the precast in, taking it right off the truck, putting it right in place was almost mandatory. There was no laydown for formwork or anything else.
There were a lot of distinct challenges here. This garage is not rectangular by any stretch of the imagination. It's got some odd shapes to it. The collaboration of Clark Pacific and our engineer of record really made this garage come together such that we could fall within the time frames that were necessary.
Some of the challenges that were there was we had to build around a creek that was covered by a culvert. Other challenges were retail component. That was going to be on parking structure C, which was the first phase of the construction. There's very strict vibration requirements within the floor of the retail, as well as the parking floor that was above the retail area. One important aspect to the design of the Broadway Plaza was the use and the incorporation of the hybrid moment frame system. The hybrid moment frame system is a resilient structural system that is meant to perform extremely well in highly seismic areas under severe events.
You know, the nice thing about precast is that on the time frame for this particular project is the pre-finish. With the masonry, for instance, on this project, the sandblast, there's no upturned beams that have to be poured into place. So bringing a finished product out, putting it in place, putting a topping slab over it was very efficient, and it turned out to be a nice garage.
Our projects tend to be community oriented, and so this particular garage and the design of it fits the community well. It has an old brick feel to it.
Incorporating brick over precast, as well as form liner finishes on precast, and integral color sandblast finishes that were all incorporated into the structural components of the precast system.
My favorite thing about working with Clark Pacific is, and always has been, is their solution-oriented attitude. They've got all the in-house engineering that you would ever need. They've done it before. I would say virtually every type of project that you can imagine, they've done it. If they haven't done it, they have the resources to figure it out, in-house and the outside expertise. So they're a great partner, they're a great design firm, and they meet schedules.
They're a good, honest, integral firm. They've got good quality people. They know what they're talking about. They bring good solutions to the table, and they're very collaborative.
At the end of the day, when we're finished with the project, that we're all proud of it, and that we met all of our commitments and exceeded all of our commitments.
We are happy about the project. The customer is happy about the project. Our anchors are happy about the project.
The architect was very happy with the look of the project. Had some very demanding and tricky needs to it. Took a lot of creativity from our part, as well as the architect and the engineer and the owner and the contractor to deliver these needs. And at this stage, we're all very, very happy with the end results.